Guys, I got another update for you. So the Tisas DS carry had some reliability issues. We've gotten a few parts for this in the mail. We're gonna go install them today on the bench. Hopefully it fixes the issues that we had and makes it a reliable shooter again. That's my hope. Let's go over to the bench and see what happens. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do is put in a new trigger. This is a Red Dirt trigger. They're awesome. Their triggers look fantastic, and I'm super excited. He sent me red and blue Loctite and all the stuff you need for the trigger. And then for the slide, we've got a full-length guide rod from Wilson Combat and Fusion Firearms 10-pound recoil spring. And this is what we're gonna install today. So we're obviously clear and safe. I've already got the slide detached. If you don't know how to do that, I've got previous videos on how to take the slide off, but today we're focused down here with the trigger. So let's start taking the frame apart, and that's taking the safety off first. So the safety always seems to have a little sticky when you're pulling on that safety. You gotta remove the left wing first, and you may need a pair of pliers for it. There's a sweet spot, and I think I've got it in that sweet spot. You may even need a pry tool on this end to pop it up just like that. So right side pops all the way off like this, which releases your hammer or your palm safety. And here, so you take palm safety off. Awesome, and that should get us to the back of the trigger here. But to get to that, you're gonna have to take the main spring out, sear spring, that kind of stuff. So just make sure you know how all this stuff in the back goes, so that you know how to put it back so that it continues to function. So start with that. Get my punch, and then if you don't have a bench block, these things are awesome. They are extremely cheap on Amazon. I think this was $8, but it just helps so much getting your pistol up off your table, especially when you're pounding out pins, so that you're not trying to hold it in the air or use something else to freaking pound it out. So that helps a lot. So next, I'm going to take the sear spring out. Okay, and it looks like I can get back to the back of the trigger bar now. I'm going to take the grip off. I think you have to take the grip off to get this out. So oh yeah, you gotta take the safety out and this front pin off of here. Also, can I say that screw is stupid? I hate that thing. That is a pain in the butt to get off. Okay. So now we need to take the safety off, and then we should be able to slide this out and put the new one in. So, not. And just like that, you gotta turn it while you push it, and the old trigger slides out, and just compared to the new trigger. So this one's obviously polished and everything, so it should run smoother all the way around. And make sure it all lines up. And that already looks so much better. And then everything just goes back in reverse. I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch it. I'll hit you back up there. All right, back from the bench. So that trigger looks amazing in there. I'll ghost it for you. And if you watch, just the tip of my finger, just very, very crisp. It's all, you know, polished and everything and clean. And it's just very nice. And I think it looks great. That red trigger, I think, looks really good with the black. Not that this is gonna stay black. Eventually it's gonna get Cerakoted, but that's after we figure out everything. And we've got that full length guide rod in there with a 10-pound recoil spring. So we're gonna take this out to the range, test it again, and if everything works, you'll see another video hopefully showing that it works. And if not, going back to the drawing board to figure it out and see what else we need to do. I reached out to Tisas and SDS Arms, or SDS Imports, but I have not heard back from them. Hopefully it's not a warranty issue, but yeah, if they see this, it'd be great to hear from you on an extractor issue or anything that we can do to get that fixed. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. The video that I actually watched the first time on how to do the trigger install was actually the Chunky Operator. So take a look at his channel. He's got one really good looking gold trigger that he throws on his and shows you how to take it apart and step by step. And it's a great video to watch. So go hit him up, and also hit Fusion Firearms up. Appreciate them and getting that spring out to me quick. And once again, Red Dirt Trigger, because that trigger is awesome. Thanks, guys. And I will quit my day job.